Are you still afraid that you will attract a narcissist again? Then you are afraid that you will repeat old patterns in a new relationship. So you need to face your fears in order to break old patterns. So the question you need to ask yourself, what is the fear? What is the worst thing that can happen in a new relationship? That you will lose yourself again. That you will get hurt again. That you will be abused, manipulated, gaslighted again. Maybe you are afraid that you will fall in love with someone who is covering themselves up with a fake identity. Maybe you are afraid that you are not able to walk away in the moment the other wants to damage your self-worth. You need to write down all your fears. When you write down all your fears, when you write down all the worst case scenarios you are afraid of, then you just commit to yourself that this is not what you want to experience in relationships. So when you attract a narcissist, then it is okay. Because now you are able to walk away the moment you need to walk away. But when you say, I am so afraid because I never want to be hurt again. I never want to be hurt again. Then you are not allowing yourself to be in a relationship again. And you know what? That's also fine. Don't go into a relationship when you still listen to the voice of fear. It's dependency. You first need to give yourself that what you need. When you say, I need this and I need that and I need this and that in a relationship, what you say is, I need this, and this in a relationship. Because I cannot give all those things to myself. You need to know the difference between I need a relationship and I want a relationship. So instead of writing all the things you need in a relationship, you need to write down all the things you want in a relationship. And there you need to make a commitment with yourself. This is what I want. And if you get into a relationship and you don't get the things you want, then you need to walk away. And that's maybe hard. You can love a person, but if that person is not able to give you the things you want, then it's time to leave. Because when a person is treating you in a way you don't want to be treated, then why would you stay? Therefore, you need to make a list with the things you want in a relationship. Like your values, they need to match. The relationship, it needs to be built in authenticity, in growth, in wholeness. You can write so many things like, oh, I need to have a partner who's doing this and that. But you know what? The most important thing is that your values, they need to match. Like there is no perfect partner. When you make the list so long, like, oh, they need to be this and they need to be that, then before you go into relationships, you already placed your partner in a box. They need to be this. Because when they are this, then I feel whole and complete. Then I can be finally loved and I can feel safe. You know what? Don't place your future partner into a box before you meet them. First, look at yourself. What is it that you want to give in a relationship? You can say so many things you want from the other, but what is it that you want to give in a relationship? Also, write down the things you want to give. How do you love? What is your love language? Are you able to open yourself up to give love? And how do you do that? Don't make a romantic relationship like so special and rare. No. Look at the relationships you now already have in your life. And maybe you only have a relationship with your dog. What is it that you give? What is your love language with the dog? You cannot tell me that you don't have anyone in your life. Maybe you have like a bird. It doesn't matter. And really, if you are really alone, then go outside and look at the relationship you have with a tree or a flower. Or maybe get a cat or a dog or a bird. Find out what your love language is. And start with expressing your love in the relationships you already have. It's so important that you don't focus only on I need to have a partner. Who do you want to be in a romantic relationship? Do you know yourself as a lover? When you only know yourself in abusive relationships, then you never met yourself as a lover. And that's the reason why you dream about a partner, about a savior. You want to meet yourself as a lover. But you need to first meet yourself as a lover. Who are you when you feel so loved? When you feel so worthy? When you feel chosen, picked? So that's your homework. Start to connect with your inner lover. And do that in the relationships you already have right now. That can be a relationship with a tree, with a flower, with your children, with your parents, with a friend. It doesn't matter. Know your love language and start to express that in the relationships you already have right now.